First off, I'm going to start by saying this. To the NFL, Roger Goodell, and anybody out there who is in charge of the referees, I don't want to hear a fucking thing in a couple of days. I don't want to hear anything in a couple of days talking about we missed quite a few penalties in this game. We missed the face mask. We missed the non-pass interference. We missed the pass that Rico actually kept from going out of bounds, and then y'all said, it went out of bounds. That's a loss of that. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear none of that. Fuck that. No. I don't want no bullshit apology coming from you talking about, we missed these penalties, because those are game-changing penalties. Those were momentum penalties that you just happen to give to Tampa Bay. Like blatant penalties that don't even make sense. No, don't miss me with that BS apology. I ain't trying to hear that. Secondly, going to this team, Carolina as a whole. Again, I've said on this channel multiple times, I'm proud of you for the progress. However, you had a chance to keep this from getting to this point. You lose to the Saints twice that you shouldn't have lost to, and it bit you in the ass. Then you have to go down into Tampa in December when it's raining, which I knew it was probably going to be raining, and you lose this game. Now, I'm frustrated because it was bull. It was BS how we lost. You know what it was? Play calling. You know what happened? Bad shit just kept happening in turnovers. Bryce Young overall had a solid day. He went 24-35, 266, outdid Baker Mayfield actually. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Outdid Baker Mayfield. Finally eclipsed 3,000 yards for a season. Congrats to Bryce. I'm not mad at you. T-Mac, thanks for showing up. I appreciate you. Tremaine, thank you for showing up. Tommy Trimble, thank you for showing up. The fucking run game was non-existent. And Canales, I blame you on that. Why the hell would you call a flea flicker when we have momentum? We have momentum. It is slippery. We are right at day 22. And I already see a bunch of people, shades of Cam Newton. Bryce Young didn't dive on the ball. Shades of Cam Newton out there. I don't want to hear an extension. Shut the hell up. Shut up. At least the boy, if you look back on it, at least the boy actually ends up on the ground. Yeah, he didn't immediately dive on it. I think he was still trying to make a play. But you know what, Bryce, you should have dove on it. I'm going to just immediately dive on that. I got to get on you because, you didn't make the smart play. So don't think I'm sitting there absolving Bryce of that. Bryce, you should have dove on it. But it was not as egregious as Cam Newton in 2015. Let's shut that shit up. Secondly, let's please get to Avero and his bullshit play calling because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. 3rd and 12, 3rd and 8. 3rd and 10, every single time he wants to play off and play soft coverage and give it to every team. They're just like, all right, throw it underneath, run for 8 yards to 10 yards. Every time. And then when the game's on the line, Tampa Bay's trying to run out the clock. They ran it twice. Everybody and their mama knows the next play is going to be play action to roll out, get it to Baker Mayfield, to a tight end or anybody leaking. Boom. I called the play. I know several people who called that play before it happened. But no, we want to sit there and play stupid like we ain't never been in this position. Avero's play calling has been shit because there's no way we should have had 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12, and we gave it up every single fucking time. Every single time. Our offense wasn't shit though because we didn't complete a 3rd down conversion until the 3rd quarter, and surprise, surprise, it was Xavier Legette who was the one that completed it. Glad for him to finally show up. I'm real happy he showed up, but bro, this was not it. 3 of the last 4 weeks, you could have put this division away. And I tried not to let it boil over, and I tried to be like, you know what, it's okay. But no. When it came down to this, when we had the chances, when we getting screwed by the refs, when we're finally moving the ball, Because if we don't call that flea flicker, if we can at least get a field goal out of that, guess what? The score is 17-16 right now with the NFC South champions. Hence why people who keep telling me, oh, the problem's Bryce Young, not the play calling. The play calling was shit on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. And if you don't believe it, I don't know what you were watching. So it's like as soon as we get something that works, we go away from it. Soon as we get something that works, we go away from it. And I don't understand why. Now, we have to rely on the Atlanta Falcons tomorrow. And for some reason, my gut's telling me that's not a good bet. This is what we meant by this team being inconsistent, because it's stupid. It's stupid how many games we've lost over bad play calling. Oh my sweet Jesus, Joseph and Mary. But I know half of you are going to blame Bryce Young because you just want to blame Bryce Young because Bryce Young's the only reason why we lost. Bryce Young's the reason why we lost. Right? It's all Bryce Young's fault. All Bryce Young's fault. I'll give you the interception. I'll give you that. Because that interception right before half was bad. Then you want to sit there and say, Bryce Young can't throw it downfield. He can't throw it deep. Guess what? He gets us into the red zone by throwing it over the top to T-Mac on 4th down. It's fucking raining. And then I don't even know why, but I'm sitting there seeing in Panther groups, and half of y'all don't even know why receivers were not wearing gloves in the damn rain. As if you don't know, your gloves are slippery. That irked me the whole time too. And I know that has nothing to do with this game, but it's just stupid stuff, man. Stupidity. I don't get it. I don't understand y'all. And a lot of y'all just want to abandon ship and want to sit there. We're never going to be a contender with Bryce Young at the helm. Yeah, because Avero's play calling was great. Because Canales' play calling was great. Because calling a fucking flea flicker when you're within 25 yards makes sense. That don't even logically make sense. Sitting there and having Rico Dowdle with 7 carries and Chuba Hubbard with 5 carries and Bryce Young with scrambling for 2 carries. We ran for a total of 20 yards. Tampa Bay rushed the ball 42 times and ran it for 140 yards. Soon as you saw the weather, hey, yo, Canales, get the tight ends in. Let's try and beat them at the point of attack. I get the run was getting stopped, but damn it started working in the second half, which opened up the pass. Shout out to Bryce getting the passing game going and doing what he had to do. Because 266, getting 2 touchdowns, which, hey, by the way, y'all, Bryce Young has now eclipsed 3,000 yards for the first time in his career. I'm happy for Bryce because that's all I wanted for him this season, to eclipse 3,000, and he did that. And he got the most touchdowns he ever had in his career. Cool. Bet. Hey, T-Mac, got you 1,000 yards, boy. That'll wait. I'm proud of you. I'm so fucking proud of you. But Jesus Christ. Almighty in heaven. This was abysmal. This was atrocious. This is worse than the Seahawks game last week to me. This is worse than the Seahawks game last week because I sit there and I see how y'all can win these games. Oh, sweet Jesus, Joseph, and Mary. It's logic. It's logic. And one thing about defense today, I don't know why. Y'all couldn't tackle Bryce Young. Y'all couldn't tackle Baker Mayfield for shit. Defense could not tackle Baker Mayfield like their life depended on it. I don't know what the hell was going on. Because you know what Tampa Bay could do to anybody in the open field? Tackle them. That's what Tampa Bay could do. For some reason, everybody on our defense don't know how to just lock in and go after Baker Mayfield. Y'all all want to fall for the pump fake and this, that, and the third and not tackle Baker Mayfield. Fuck, man. I'm mad because we shouldn't have to rely on Atlanta tomorrow. We shouldn't have to rely on Atlanta tomorrow. And if Atlanta loses, guess the fuck what? We ain't going to the playoffs. And I know a lot of people are like, well, we're a year early. We need a new quarterback. Year early, I'll give you. New quarterback, I won't. Do I think Bryce is the long-term answer? Right now, I don't know. But he's doing better than what he was the past 2 years. Say whatever the fuck you want. Statistics prove that. First full year under Canales, the man gets a 3,000-yard season. T-Mac, first full year, Bryce has had like a solidified number one all the time. T-Mac gets 1,000 yards. And my threshold for T-Mac was 750. That's all I wanted him to get. Rico Dowdle comes in, gets 1,000 yards. And yet, we continue to have games that slip away because of bad play calling. And we're just allowing dumb shit to happen. Ryan Fitzgerald misses a field goal earlier. That was a 57-yarder while it was raining. I didn't expect Ryan to hit that. I really didn't. If Ryan had hit that, hey, my boy, Ryan, you nice. I'm not even mad at you, bro. I'm mad at the lack of awareness for certain things. I'm mad that we lost twice to the Saints. We could have just beat the Saints once, bro. And that's come to bite us in the ass. We could have beat Tampa Bay if we don't try to get tricky and try to outsmart people, because I've said this about Canales before. He tries too much to outsmart somebody when the simple thing is right there. A Vero is too afraid to pressure somebody. People want to sit there and say, oh, this defense was 29th last year, now it's 17th this year. How can you sit there and say Avero's a bad coach? Because he didn't have Derrick Brown last year. That's why this shit was ass. And you know what's crazy? Derrick Brown's our leading sack leader. You know that man has the third lowest amount of sacks, or the lowest amount of sacks for a sack leader on a team, this whole defense? Because why? We don't get pressure on quarterbacks. We sag off, play too much zone, don't get pressure on quarterbacks, and quarterbacks are able to eat us alive in the pass game. And guess how they beat us? Play action, roll out, pass. Baker Mayfield extends the play, pass. Atlanta, I would love for you to win tomorrow. I really would, because I want to go to the playoffs. I really, really would. But if you don't win tomorrow, you know what? It is what it is. Overall, still a good season. But right now, I am at a level of pissosity that I have not been at for a good amount of time with the Carolina Panthers. I have not been this pissed off for a good amount of time. And it irks me because it's shit you should have figured out by week 18. Dave Evero, this is stuff you should have figured out by week 18. Especially, Dave, for you, because you used to coach the offense of this team. You used to be their coordinator. You used to practice against that defense. You know what that defense does. So how the fuck do you not know how to beat it? Make that make sense. How do you, of all people, not know how to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneer defense? You did it once before. You did it once before. Why did you go against what worked the first time? That's actually the bigger question. How the fuck did you go against what worked the first time? Oh, sweet Jesus, Joseph and Mary. I will make another video tomorrow, depending on what happens after the Atlanta game. After the Atlanta and Saints game, I will make another video tomorrow. It's either going to be a wrap-up season video or it's going to be a, hey, we're going to the playoffs video. That's it. So, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bryce Young, congrats on 3,000 yards. Rico, congrats on 1,000 rushing yards. 1,000 is either rushing yards or 1,000 yards from scrimmage, either or. T-Mac, congrats on 1,000 receiving yards. Jalen Coker, great fucking touchdown earlier in the year. Tommy Tremble, great touchdown earlier in the game. Xavier, good for you to show up. Defensively, scoring, Umami Ellen, and some of y'all who showed up. Oh, Trayvon Moore, great sack for you, my boy. Derek Brown, you turned up when you needed to for a while. Ryan Fitzgerald, you had a great season, man. We're going to talk more tomorrow, but... Ah! Fucking frustrated. I'm going to keep pounding. I'm fucking